Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're diving into the AI revolution, but maybe not from the angle you'd expect. We're going to challenge that whole idea that it's just a young person's game and explore exactly why your decades of professional experience might just be the most powerful weapon in your arsenal. So, I want you to really imagine this scene for a second. You walk into a really important AI strategy meeting. Over on one side of the table, you've got a digital native fluent in all the latest apps and platforms. And on the other side, well, there's you with years, maybe even decades of hard-won industry knowledge. Now, just be honest with yourself for a moment. In that room, talking about AI strategy, who do you instinctively feel has the upper hand?
Well, get ready for the plot twist. It's you. Yep, and over the next few minutes, we are going to break down exactly why your wisdom and your experience are the secret weapons that are going to let you thrive in this new age of AI.
Okay, so how is that even possible, right? Well, it all starts with understanding a critical new role that's emerging everywhere, the AI orchestrator. And this is not about throwing out your old school know-how. It's about learning how to supercharge it with some incredibly powerful new tools. So let's define this thing. An AI orchestrator is basically the strategic mind that guides all these different AI tools. Now, here's the crucial part. You're not the one building the AI, you're the one directing it. You understand the business goal, and you know how to make all this tech actually work to achieve it. The best way to think about this role is like being the conductor of a tech orchestra. A conductor doesn't need to be a virtuoso on the violin and the cello and the drums, but what they do know is exactly how each one should sound and how to bring them all together to create a masterpiece. That is the AI orchestrator. And here's what should be a huge sigh of relief. This is not about going back to square one, not at all. It's about leveraging the mountain of expertise you've already built. The foundation is there, you're just adding a powerful new layer of tools right on top. So, if that experience is your foundation, let's talk about why it's also your rocket fuel. We're going to look at why your wisdom isn't just helpful, it's actually the missing ingredient that a lot of tech-focused teams are desperately searching for right now.
Here's the fundamental difference. The tech whiz knows the how, how to operate the tool, but you, the experienced professional, you know the what and the why. You know what questions to ask in the first place, what patterns to look for, and what a high-quality result actually looks like. Because, hey, you've seen it 1,000 times before.
And let's not forget about the so-called soft skills, which, let's be honest, are actually the hardest skills to learn. While someone fresh out of school is just learning about leadership theory, you have decades of actual practice. You've navigated office politics, you've managed difficult clients, and you've developed a gut instinct for separating a genuinely good idea from something that just sounds good. In the AI world, that instinct, it's pure gold. Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? Let's look at a process that's getting huge traction, where your expertise becomes absolutely indispensable. It's called the human in the loop. Think of it this way. AI is fantastic at generating raw material really, really fast, but it often lacks nuance, context, and a truly high standard of quality. The human in the loop is the master craftsperson who comes in, reviews it, refines it, and elevates that raw output into something truly exceptional. Your professional judgment is the critical final step. And this isn't just a theory. Here's a powerful, real-world example of this in action. A retired HR director used her deep industry knowledge to guide AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude, and ended up creating incredible new hiring protocols. And that's the key right there. The AI was just a tool. Her value was knowing the right questions to ask it, how to frame the prompts, and how to evaluate the answers. She was the one providing 30 years of context, the very thing the AI needed to produce something truly useful, not just some generic fluff. So now that you see the potential here, the next logical question is, okay, how do I prove I can actually do this? That is where building an AI portfolio comes in. It's about creating tangible proof of the unique value that only you can bring. You can start with a super simple 3-step framework. First, pick a project in an area you know inside and out. Second, document your process. The prompts you use, the refinements you make. And third, and this is the most important part, show your value. Create a side-by-side comparison. Here's the raw AI output, and here's the final polished product that only exists because of my expert guidance. To make this even more concrete, just imagine you're a former sales manager. You could task an AI with generating a dozen sales scripts.
Then you use your decades of experience to refine them, adding the kind of nuance, empathy, and proven closing techniques that an AI simply doesn't get. That right there is a perfect project for your portfolio. As we start to bring this all home, it really comes down to this. The tech world is saturated with people who understand technology. The real gap in the market, the real opportunity, is for people like you who understand people, who understand business, and who get complex, real-world problems. This is your edge. Your strategic thinking makes you an orchestrator, your quality standards make you the essential human in the loop, and your deep context is something no AI can ever replicate.
If this has sparked your interest and you're ready to take action, we've got 2 tangible next steps for you. You can download a free AI orchestration starter kit for experienced professionals and join the Gray Hair in AI community on LinkedIn. Both are designed to help you continue on this journey, connect with peers, and find real opportunities.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. It's time to stop thinking of your experience as baggage that makes you old school. In the new world of AI, that experience doesn't weigh you down. It's the very thing that will propel you forward. It's your rocket fuel for the AI revolution.